Hello and welcome to another knockoff slash bootleg Lego set review. This is military stuff again, and this is from DLP, a Julie Pin set 9027. And yes, you're looking at these figures, wow, those weapons look shiny, and not only are they shiny, they're not just chromed plastic, they are actually die cast metal. And these aren't the only accessories that these figures come. We'll look at those in a moment, but I'm going to say this right now, I'm recommending this set, but if you want to know why, then stay with this video. So yeah, chrome die-cast weapons, that's nice. So aside from what you saw there in the previous video, so every figure is fully printed, every figure has one die-cast metal accessory, weapon, and every figure also comes with a 4x4 plate with the Julie Pin stuff prints on there, we've seen those loads, and every figure also comes with at least one pack of weapons. So two of the figures here each came with one of these. We've seen these generic weapon packs quite a lot. We got what looks like to be a flash, let me put that down. What looks to be a flashbang, I believe, or some sort of grenade launcher. We have a knife, grenade there, you can hold it on top of the tip there. Ammo pack, a clip, a double-sided clip for clipping extra things onto your guns, pistol, torch, now that's a flashbang, radio, and some baton. So that would be some sort of grenade launcher attachment to your rifle or something. So in a complete set you get two of these generic weapons. We've seen them so many times. We have a machine gun, which I have assembled one of them here with extra ammo clip. You can see right there, that's an extra ammo clip. So when it's assembled, you got the ammo clip. I'm just going to put it to the side. And the actual gun itself. Where'd it go? A little machine gun. Clips on it. It does spin because it's on a little rotating peg, so the machine bit does spin. We have this, which is a rocket launcher with a detachable rocket and an aiming thing. Now the aiming thing isn't quite good. It doesn't actually click on. It stays on there for the most part, but it doesn't actually clip in, so it can easily fall out with the rocket launcher there. And we also have this. Another kind of rocket slash gun. So you got two there, and assembled look, you got this gun here, tiny little gun, and the rocket launcher itself. It looks pretty good. So I want to take a look at the chrome accessories first, and yeah, they are pretty good because, like I said, they're die-cast metal. This set still costs the same as all the other 8 packs of military bootleg figures. So for the same price of the bootleg figures, you still get the same amount of stuff, plus the chrome stuff, plus the die-cast metal stuff. So that's like an extra. So these are pretty good. Unfortunately, the scale is a little bit off, to say the least. I think these are based more on stuff that would fit probably Call of Duty Mega Bloks figures. The figures are slightly bigger. Even then it's a little bit off maybe. But yeah, I mean, Lego accessories have always been a little bit on the bigger side because they kind of look cute and chibi, so that's not too big of a deal. The axe is way too big, but it does look comedically big, and it's still pretty cool to have. So the chrome weapons, you can see two of them are gold. The axe here is gold, this rifle here is gold, and this is silver, and this is more of a sort of like a dark metallic color, like a blackish silver. And so you got different colors and variations here, which are pretty cool. I will say though, for kids, not so much. You do have to be a bit careful, especially with two assault rifles here with the knife attachment on the front. That can definitely stab someone's eyes out, so do be careful with these. Do not give these to children. I would definitely not recommend that. You can give the rest of them, just not these metal bits. Just keep them for yourself. Keep them for maybe your Mega Bloks or bigger action figures. Just seriously, don't give them to kids. Here are the other 4 chrome weapons. You can see them holding there. You got a sniper rifle on the left, 2 similar assault rifles. Just like the other assault rifles you saw in the previous 4 figures, the 2 of the weapons are very similar. They just got slightly different customized pattern, which makes me think that, yeah, these would definitely fit Call of Duty, especially newer Call of Duty with all the microtransactions and DLC and costumes and whatever crap. You got guns that are slightly customized to your own desire, maybe you can say desire. So you got those going on, but the gun here on the right here, you notice that the figure is holding him straight forward. That's because he can only hold it straight forward, and does look a little bit silly. when he can't hold it on the side. It's just like trying to one-arm assault rifle people, which of course doesn't really happen. So that's a bit iffy. The reason why he can only hold it forward is because the shape of the gun, you can see the handle is right there, and right in front of it there's only a tiny little hole there, and that can't fit the minifigure hand, so he cannot hold it on the side, which does look a little bit off. But yeah, these chrome weapons are still cool. They're just a little bit big for Lego figures. But let's go back to the figures themselves, because they're also very good. I don't want these die-cast metal stuff to completely outshine the actual set. I can't stress how much these figures look freaking awesome. I mean, just look at the detail, it's all over the place. Everything is not digital print, there's no bumpy effect whatsoever, but they're printed from head to toe, sideways. And you'll see in a moment that they've also printed the side of the torso, side of the legs. That's just so cool. These are really good looking figures. There is one bad thing about these though. This character in particular, these goggle pieces, they only stay on when they're in that position. When they're in activated mode, when you put them down, which I'm going to do right now. Ooh. Well, you can see that the goggles are hanging there, but they don't. There's no click. Earlier with Deku and Shinyon, when they first started doing these military figures, copying some of the other people's online stuff, the little piece there would actually click onto the helmet and actually stay on there. I had lately stuff where the click broke the helmet, the little bar on the helmet, so that's not good. So don't get the Lily stuff. But these ones, they're okay. So this one does stay on, but there's no click, so it is easier for it to fall off. This is more of a nitpick, really. It's not too big of a deal. As you see here, each figure also has a helmet. This one has a little hat. It's got a matte finish, so it's got a nice smooth feel to it. But these are shiny. These two have the same helmet, and this one has the clicky one. And they all have either a radio or a gas mask attached to their heads. You can see it's gas mask, radio. This one doesn't, because only got this piece, and another radio. So here are the figures with all attachments removed, and my god, they do look pretty good. We have the SAS figure on the side there, and actually does say SAS there, right on there. You can actually see it on the camera. I'm not sure because the viewfinder is a little bit small, but yeah, it's definitely there. So you got the SAS guy, and my god, the details all the way printed from the torso to the hips there. Little belt straps on the legs are pretty nice. Straps here pretty nice too. This one is a SWAT team. It says SWAT right there. And all these details, they all have the different shadows and stuff going on. They're pretty cool. And the heads do repeat a little bit. You see this head again with the next 4 figures, but that's totally fine. You can totally forgive them for that. I will say that this figure, the arm's a little bit off because the printing doesn't go all the way, so it looks like he's whipped his sleeves. This one's better because it looks like it's just meant to be camouflage patches, and then we know this one's figure's pretty nice as well. But yeah, this one, the arms are the worst, but the actual figure, I really like the figure. This is very cool. Reminds me of those NES 8-bit figures that some companies have been releasing, the action figures in the 8-bit style. This feels like something like one of the enemies you would get in Contra or something in the NES. The color scheme, it's so... I really like this figure because it's so colorful. It looks so nice. It's awesome. Pretty cool. On the back here, the details are just as good as the front. You do have the SAS logo right there again. They're all designed here to print it down to the legs. And it's not just a few lines on the legs. I don't know if you noticed that on the camera, but there's actually textures going on. The grey and sort of like sleeve and folds, and shadow folds on the trousers. You can see that. And same with this guy, but unfortunately there's few scratch marks on the back of the figure here, especially here. Something went wrong there. Like maybe some glue, oil, or something splashed onto the figure when they're printing it, so the print didn't come out quite as good. So there's still definitely a quality control issue going on there, but for the most part, all the other figures don't have any problems, so this is just one out of God knows how many that have messed up a little bit. And this figure doesn't look as fun from the back, but it's still very colorful, and this figure here just looks, well, pretty detailed. These are very nice. Here's a quick look at the side. Now both sides of the figure are just mirrors, which is completely fine. It makes sense. So you don't have to look at the other side, it's just mirrored. And you see here for the most part, at least for the first few figures, what they've done is they've just stretched the pattern from the front to the back. So you got just long stripes, which again, it's fine. The leg printing here is also pretty detailed on this one. You got the little pouches there. And no trouser folding marks on the side of the first two figures like they have on the front and the back. But again, that's fine. It's already detailed here. It's already pretty good. This one, however, is much more different. You got the long straps going along. You got some extra details there. Pretty cool, and lots of details on the leg. The more straps and stuff. Same on the other side. But what's not just stretched across is that they actually have printing around the arm area. So I'm going to remove this arm in a moment so you can see the full image. And speaking of the arms, yeah, all the printing on the arms are very nice, and these figures here, they do have little folds, shirt fold shadows on them, so that's pretty good. So while you look at those, I'm going to pop this arm off this guy, which actually comes off quite easily. These guys use a simple peg system there. They stay on the figures just fine unless you want to pop them off. They pop off quite easily, so that's good. They also pop on quite easily. But yeah, as you can see here, this entire area around the arm is completely printed, and I've moved this figure quite a bit. Nothing's really scratching off. Eventually it will scratch off, of course, but yeah, it's all there. It's good. Next four figures, we got sort of three there's camo one, and we got one that's more of an ocean camo, the blue one right here, but for some reason still wearing a tan colored helmet. That's not right, you're gonna get shot. But yeah, gas mask, radio, and a radio here. So these are pretty cool. They don't quite fit the helmets. They do get pushed down a little bit, so they're quite easy to just push around. So it's a little bit iffy, but apart from that, it's okay. Aha, repeating faces, which again, it's fine because these are soldier units. Yeah. What else can I say about more great detail? Just ogle at these figures. Awesome. And yep, again, folding the pants folding lines there on this figure. A few actual darker lines on this, and whole camouflage thing looks pretty good. This is probably my second favorite character because I really like the colors on this as well. But yeah, they are pretty good. I'd like to also mention that removing helmets and the extra accessories on the face and masks pretty easily. The neck joint is secure and tight enough that removing helmets is not a chore. That's a plus. Quick look at the back of these figures, and you can see there's absolutely no print problems with any of these. All the details are there. You still got the folding marks on this trousers there, and the shoes are printed all the way around. There are actually folding marks on this figure too, but these straps actually hide it, but the detail is there. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure what some of these details mean. There's a 28 there, 28th Squadron maybe, and this one says BL or 8L, very small. And yeah, you got definitely have logos on these and little clips, details printed on them. Pretty cool. Looking inside the characters here, I positioned this guy purposely bending backwards just so you can see this detail there. The print on the side of the hip actually matches the side of the legs. They printed it right up to the edge, so you can see that the belt line is now broken because he's slightly rotated backwards. For a figure that's standing straight up, you can see that the line is not broken. So I don't know if you would like that detail or not. I personally think it's pretty cool, but it does resemble something like an action figure where a line would get broken when you start moving the figure around. The molds look a little bit off. So I guess that's an issue in a way. If they didn't print a little belt strap on the leg, that might have been better. Just print it on the hip, side of the hip, and not the leg area, maybe. And yeah, belt details in this guy too, and you can see all of them also have mostly just straight lines coming across, but we've added extra detail here. This one's just straight lines, mostly straight lines, and this one, just like the other figure that I think looks like the 8-bit character, the other camo figure previously. The camo stuff actually carries on with the rest of the torso where the arm is hiding it. So I'm just going to remove the arm and put him back here. You can see lots of details right there. These are so cool. I cannot recommend this figure set a lot, especially if you're soldier building or you like military style, Lego style figures. These are really, really good. For the same price of these as other bootlegs, you get a fully printed figure all the way around the sides, the legs, even side of the torsos. You get the same amount of accessories, same amount of bases, plus extra die-cast metal accessories they can use on these figures, sort of, or other figures. These are really, really good, and these definitely blow all the other bootleg military figures out of the water. There's just no comparison. And in terms of plastic quality, they feel solid in the hand, they feel smooth to play with, nothing feels too sharp. Notice the shoulders on these figures, they all have round edges just like official Lego. And the clutch overall seems very good. You saw it, you saw them holding heavy metal pieces and not falling over or not detaching from the base. The arms don't fall down, the legs don't come unplugged from the base, they stay stood up. So that's pretty cool. The clutch is really, really good. And these are completely, for the most part, they are compatible with official Legos. Swapping legs around should work fine. The arms might be a little bit loose on official Lego figures, so don't do that. Yeah, just good. Go get it now. Stop watching this video. Oh, well, keep watching it in the background and go get it. Go get it now. My favorite one are the two camo figures. They're just really, really colorful. I like them a lot. And that 8-bit one, that's my favorite. My least favorite one are the sand color ones, just because I've seen a lot of sand colored military stuff a lot, because, you know, Middle East and stuff. It's a bit boring to me now, but they're still the best ones you can get out there. And yeah, not much else to say about these guys. Get a few sets. I think DLP are making more sets, I'm not sure. These sets did come with boxes. They originally do have boxes, your usual minifigure box. However, the seller was selling them for slightly cheaper without the boxes. I was going to get the boxes just for this review, but the more expensive with box option was sold out. So I ended up paying less and getting, you know, without the boxes, which is totally fine. And oh, and yes, all these figures also come with one spare hand. In this case, all of them are black, because all of them use black hands, so you get extra 8 black hands for spares or whatever you need them for. So yeah, awesome. If you found this video useful or you've enjoyed it, please consider clicking the like button, subscribe button, or sharing this video with other people who might enjoy this a lot. What do you think of the new video style? I'm not doing the rotating thing on the side, instead focusing on trying to just keep the figure still on camera, using a little plastic pointy stick to point at stuff, so it's not my thick fingers. I can point at small details easier. I hope you guys would find that useful. And let me know in the comments below if I should keep this style or not. As always, you can check out my other bootleg and official Lego videos on this channel, hopefully with adblock turned off. I also review a lot of other kinds of toys like Kinder, Gashapon, candy toys, snacks, and of course figure arts is another big thing that I do, 1/12 scale figures. So check those out too, and of course you can support this channel on Patreon if you think I deserve it, so I can grow this channel more, get more equipment, better lighting and stuff, and see what you guys think about that. As always, take care, have a nice day, I'll see you guys soon, bye bye now. Bang bang, bang, bang bang bang.